In this video, we're going to prove this trigonometric identity. We will prove it in multiple ways. Here, we can start from the left-hand side and reach the right-hand side, or vice versa. So here, we will start from the left side first. Then we will have here sine x as it is. Now here, this tan x will be replaced by sine x over cosine x, because as we know, tan is equal to sine over cosine. So I will replace it by sine x divided by cosine x. Now all of that divided by this, 1 minus cosine x. So here we have 1 minus cosine x. Now to simplify here and eliminate this cosine, I will multiply the top and the bottom by cosine x. So here I multiply above by cosine x and below by cosine x, so that here if I multiply cosine x by these, this cosine will be cancelled and eliminated. So we will have sine x multiplied by sine x, which is sine squared x. So here we will have sine squared x, all divided by here. If we multiply cosine by 1 minus cosine, we will have cosine x times, as it is, 1 minus cosine x. Keep it like this, better than expanding. Then, as we know now from the Pythagorean identity that sine squared x plus cosine squared x is always 1, here it means sine squared x is 1 minus cosine squared x. So here I will replace sine squared x by 1 minus cosine squared x. So we will have 1 minus cosine squared x and all of that divided by cosine times 1 minus cosine as it is. Now here, as we see, here we have 1 minus cosine x and here we have 1 minus cosine squared x. And as you see in the denominator at the end, we have only cosine, so we need a way to cancel this. So here we can use this algebraic identity that a squared minus b squared is a minus b times a plus b. So here this is like a squared or 1 squared minus b squared. So it can be simplified into 1 plus cosine x times 1 minus cosine x. So here, as you see, 1 times 1 is 1, cosine times cosine is cosine squared. Now again divide by cosine x times 1 minus cosine x. Now we can cancel out this and this, so we will have here 1 plus cosine x in the numerator and divided by cosine x. Here we can split the fraction, so we will have 1 over cosine x plus, so here we have 1 over cosine and also cosine over cosine. So cosine x divided by cosine x, which is now here, if we write this one first, cosine divided by itself will be 1 plus this one here as it is 1 over cosine x, which is what's required, and now it is proved. Now if we do it in another way that's similar to this, here starting from this step again here, I will multiply up and down by 1 plus cosine x here and above also 1 plus cosine x. So now we will have here equals down, if we multiply 1 minus cosine by 1 plus cosine, we will have, I will write it as it is here first. So in the numerator we have sine squared x times this, which is also 1 plus cosine x. As we did in the previous method, 1 minus cosine x times 1 plus cosine x is equal to 1 minus cosine squared. So this one here is 1 minus cosine squared x. Now the numerator as it is, sine squared x Now again, as you see, 1 minus cosine squared x, using the Pythagorean identity here, this is replaced by now sine squared x. So that now we can cancel this sine squared x with this sine squared x. So we will have here 1 plus cosine x divided by cosine x again. So 1 plus cosine x over cosine x. Exactly as we did in the previous method, if we split the fraction, we will have cosine over cosine, which is 1, plus 1 over cosine, which is again proved. Now we will prove this identity, but in the opposite way. We will start from the right hand side and work on it till we reach the left hand side. So here, if we start from the right side, we have 1 plus 1 over cosine x. Here, under the 1, we have a denominator of 1, so we need to make the denominators equal and multiply up and down by cosine. So we will have cosine x divided by itself, which is 1, plus 1 over cosine x. And now we have the same denominator, so we can combine them. Here in the numerator we have 1, I will write 1 first, plus cosine. So 1 plus cosine x, all of that divided by cosine x again. Now here we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 1 minus cosine x here and here. Now why do we need to do this? Here, generally when proving trigonometric identities, it would be very convenient to keep your eyes on the final answer or the final destination that you need to reach. As you see here, we have 1 minus cosine x in the denominator that we don't have here. So that's why we will multiply by it to bring it to the denominator. So we will have now, in the numerator, as we did in the previous methods, when we multiply 1 plus cosine x by 1 minus cosine x, it will be 1 minus cosine squared x divided by, I will multiply this by this but without expanding, so we will have cosine multiplied by 1 minus cosine x. Now here again, according to the Pythagorean identity, 1 minus cosine squared is sine squared divided by cosine x, 1 minus cosine x. Here, this can be splitted like this. Now, as you see in the fraction here, we need tan x. So here, I will split the sine squared x into sine x times sine x, like this. In the denominator, I have cosine x multiplied by 1 minus cosine as it is, which is now equal here. As you see, we will keep this sign as it is. So here, sine x times this sine x divided by cosine x, I will replace it by tan x as required here. So times tan x. What's left now is this in the denominator, which is 1 minus cosine x. 1 minus cosine x, which is equal to the left hand side, or what we need to prove.